What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, and welcome to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we are here for week number 1 of the BBR, and it is finally time for Gen 9 Draft League. So if you guys are excited for this video, then do me a favor and leave a like on the video. Help us reach our like goal of 75 likes. Make sure to comment your thoughts on the battle down below, and of course, subscribe to the channel as well. We are on the road to 4,000 subscribers. Let's go ahead and jump on into it. So this team that we're facing off against Kurt and his, well, Kirby, and his Winnipeg Blue Blastoise. And if you guys don't know, the last time we played Kurt, we actually lost to him in the finals because our Jirachi missed a Thunder Wave on a Marshadow. Super deadly, and that really sucks. But we're gonna be trying to get our revenge today. Our opponent, however, has a crazy team with Chien Pao as the best pick that he has, which is gonna be Terra Dark this week. Nothing else can run Terra types on his team. We have a Gengar, a Breloom, a Slitherwing, a Gardevoir, which form a really nasty offensive core with a really good defensive core of Corviknight, Iron Thorns, and a Gastrodon. He's got webs with Spidops and then a Dunsparce because I guess it's a normal type, and we all need normal types on our drafts except for me. So that's really the main thing. He does have a really wonky speeds here. He has the 135, which is the Chien Pao, 110 at Gengar, and then drops all the way down to 81, which is Slitherwing. So not the best there, but we'll see how it plays out this week. Well, now let's go ahead and jump into what we are bringing and why. Now, before I do that, quickly, just if you missed the team builder course, the draft analysis for this, make sure to go back and check out the how to use Garganacl video, and that'll be explaining how to use this Pokemon and our team. So starting off with our first one, we're going to be starting with our Iron Valiant, which we are calling Kaiba. This Pokemon is running the booster energy this week to proc the Quark Drive the first time it hits the field, Moonblast, Thunderbolt, Grass Knot, and Shadow Ball. It's basically the entire team for amazing damage. Moonblast is great against basically everything outside of Gengar and Corviknight are the only resists. And then we have Thunderbolt for the Corviknight, Shadow Ball for the Gengar and the, Gardevoir. And then we have the Grass Knot there for the Iron Thorns and the Gastrodon, which are both incredibly big threats to my team, and I need to be able to wear them down. The speed on this Pokemon is there for Gengar, and the whole point of this team is to wear down the team so we can sweep with this Pokemon. I do not expect it to be a Scarf Chien Pao, and I should be able to outspeed Scarf everything else, which is really good as long as there are no webs up. So hopefully we can bring this thing in one time and just win the game off of that. Let's see what we can do with our Iron Valiants. Next up is going to be one of our most annoying Pokemon, Garganacl, Salt Bay, the Garganacl, I should say. We're running Leftovers this week. Purifying Salt is our ability to give us that pseudo ghost resist, which is nice. We have Salt Cure, which is really good against the Corviknight and the Gastrodon to really do a lot of recurring chip damage. Bulldoze for speed control and hit the Gengar for super effective damage. Fire Punch hit the Slitherwing for big damage as well as the Corviknight. And then Recover, of course, is really nice. The investment on this Pokemon allows us to take a Life Orb Focus Blast from the Gengar, which is really valuable. It'll also, if there's no Life Orb or no boosting item, we take Shadow Ball into Focus Blast from the Gengar as well. Next is going to be Sandy Cheeks, our Sandy Shocks, with the leftovers here, Discharge, Volt Switch, Earth Power, and Spikes. This is our hazard setup this week, where hazards are so incredibly important. And I'll be honest, the spread on this looks a little complicated, a little funky, but it's really important here. What it allows us to do, number one, it allows us to take 2 Timid Shadow Balls from the Gengar with leftovers, and we also take a Jolly Life Orb Close Combat from Slitherwing. What does that mean? If it is going to be Photosynthesis with, it obviously is going to be Photosynthesis, but if it has a booster energy, that is essentially a Life Orb boost. So we take the Close Combat as long as it is Jolly, and we can get off a big damage against this. So maybe we can go for a Spike and then a Discharge, or just 2 discharges, or whatever the case might be. We have an out against that Pokemon, which is really important. So I do like that a lot. Next up is going to be Unchained or Goldengo Unchained. If you know, you know. We're running Make It Rain, Shadow Ball, Nasty Plot, and Recover. The spread on this is really cool as well. We're operating as a little bit of a lure to the Chien Pao. We're basically running a set that allows us to, number one, have speed for the Slitherwing, and number two, with our investment, and of course with our Colbur Berry, we can take a Life Orb Jolly Chien Pao's Terra Dark Crunch. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, it gets a double boost in stab, which is really important to note, and we can take that hit, including the drop that we are getting from Sword of Ruin, which a lot of the damage calcs don't show, but we do take that hit, which is really nice as long as it's not adamant or it's banded or boosted or whatever. But I do think it's really valuable because we can break through the team and then save our Iron Valiant for later on in the game, which is really nice. On top of that, the Nasty Plot is really good because we can set up on something like the Corviknight going for a U-turn, and then if we know that it is not a Life Orb Chien Pao, we should be in a really good position against that Pokemon. Our next mon is going to be our Hydreigon. This is our Terra Captain. We're a Terra type Poison with the leftovers, Levitate, of course, Fire Blast, Earth Power, Terra Blast, and the Nasty Plot. We have enough speed on this Pokemon for the Slitherwing, which a lot of my team has enough speed for that Pokemon. We are running the Terra Blast Poison to be able to break through something like the Gardevoir mostly. Helps out be a bit more accurate against the Breloom. and also, I guess, depending on the situation, against the Slitherwing as well. But in general, if we tear into a poison type, then there's really nothing that the Gastrodon can do to us, because Ice Beam is going to be not super effective, which is nice. We can Nasty Plot up against the Gastrodon to break through it that way, but if the Gastrodon doesn't come, we don't need to click Nasty Plot at all. We can just come in and just click buttons the entire time. We do have to be wary of Trace Gardevoir getting our Levitate, so then we have to go for like Terra Blast Poison right away, and we do need Chip on Gardevoir. It is very, very important. Moving on though, I should probably mention exactly what the investment in our defense does, but essentially it is there so we can take a jolly Terra Dark Crunch if we are Terra'd into the Terra Poison, so very important there. And then our final mon is going to be Luigi, our Breloom, with the Life Orb this week. Close combat with a Life Orb will actually get the 2-hit KO on Corviknight if it's max defense, super valuable there. Mach Punch for priority against the Chien Pao. Spore is there for the switch in. I don't think that Gastrodon ever stays in on me, ever. It makes no sense. It probably goes into either Gengar, Slitherwing, or Corviknight, and there's a 50-50 there in terms of do I go for Rock Tomb or do I go for close combat. So I'm just going to click Spore instead and eliminate that 50-50 and stop a big threat from being as annoying as it really could be. So that is very important here. And the speed on this Pokemon there, we're running Max Attack, Adamant Nature, just to potentially speed tie an Adamant Breloom, but also if the Gengar gets to -1, we do outspeed it with the with this Pokemon as well, which is really, really nice. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for this team for this week's battle. If you guys enjoyed the team builder portion of the video, then make sure to leave a like on the video and comment the secret word of the day, which is going to be hot sauce. And if you comment that, then down below I will know you watched the team builder and you are one of the real MVPs who watches the team builder. But let's go ahead and jump on into it. It is time to battle. All right, everyone, we are back, and looking at the team, that is pretty much exactly what we expected here. The Breloom's a little bit surprising to me, but I'll definitely take it. The fact there's no Corviknight is kind of nice actually too, so I'll definitely take that. Let me go ahead and add in the team that my opponent has here. Okay, so what am I leading off with here? I think my lead in this case here, I really want to lead with Sandy Shocks. I feel like the lead of, what is that thing called? Gastrodon makes a lot of sense, but I do think this is still my best lead, because I can take a hit from basically anything that's not the, what is that thing called? The Chien Pao. So we're going to go with this. Yeah, the issue right now is there's two Pokemon that break through Garganacl. That's going to be Slitherwing and Breloom. So we have to make sure we can handle those Pokemon, and if not, then we're going to be a really tough spot. So yeah, hopefully we can do it. Fingers crossed. Good luck, have fun to our boy Kurt, fellow Canadian. All right, 20 minutes on the clock as well. I got to take my damage calc, shove it over here to make sure I have it accurate and ready to go. All right, then let's set up set a timer. We're going to go for 20 minutes. We're going to go start. Okay, so we can keep a track of everything. So Gastrodon is the lead here. That is unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm going to get up my spike here. That is really important because he has no hazard removal. That is my game plan. Get up my spike so that there's no hazard removal and just go off of that. So we're going to click spike here. If he goes for a spike of his own, I think I go for another spike. And we're going to go see a spike of his own. That's cool with me. Looks like everyone's going to get their hazards up. That's the plan here. Everyone get their hazards up. All right, let's go for another layer. Quick game to start. Everyone getting their hazards up. Another spike. Wow, this is just absolutely incredible here. What a game. We both literally have no removal, so this makes a lot of sense. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Is that another spike? That is how you start a game, baby. That's how you start a game. 3 layers of spikes for everyone. Okay. So now we can switch out here. We can go into the Breloom. We can click Spore on something and try and win with our Iron Valiant. 3 layers of spikes. A lot of damage there. And the Ice Beam comes out. Damn. That is bad. That was bad. I was expecting it to be Earth Power, but okay. That is fine, I guess. Here, I can go into... I can't go Goldango here. Sandy Shocks doesn't make much sense. I can go into this guy over here and click Salt Cure, which is going to be nice overall. We take some hazards here, which is fine. I can go for my Salt Cure, which will be good if it stays in. That's what we need. So Earth Power comes out. That's a lot of damage there. I should have probably recovered. Wow. Salt Cure. Got some chip that we need, some necessary chip. That's the leftovers. Okay, so we know it's leftovers. So we know the last move, it's probably going to be So Earth Power here. The last one is going to be Recover, very likely. That's some big damage there. 25%. We take those. We take those. Okay. Do I want to switch on to something else? Does it make sense for me to switch on to something else? I can go Goldango, but I don't think that makes much sense at all. So I want to keep it healthy-ish, I'd say. Do I care? I think I can go into Hydreigon here because I'm not going to take the spike. So he's going to swap himself. Interesting. And we're going to see what? Hitmonttree. Is that the Slitherwing? That's this thing. Okay, well luckily I have my Terra Poison still, which is nice. I still got my Terra Poison. Okay. Let's go for our Terrasilize into a Poison type. I can go for the Flare Blitz, the Terra Poison. I kind of want to go for Terra Poison because the Gardevoir could be an issue. Terra Blast Fire, is that going to do anything good for me? Is that useful or anything? Let's go for Terra Blast Poison. So we're going to get our Terra Blast off here, Terrasilize. We do outspeed this Pokemon unless it is Scarf. Mach Punch can outspeed us, but it's not going to do as much damage because we are very defensive. Breloom. If it is Technician, Mach Punch does 16%. Yeah. So we can get the KO on this Pokemon here. It's Life Orb too. And that should be a KO on the Breloom here. We take those. So Breloom is gone. Gastrodon should be in range of a, because it's going to take 25% now. It's going to take 25% from the, what is it called? I can't think of the name, my god. From the spikes. So it should be in range of Grass Knot. So he's using a slightly bit more chip on Gardevoir. 42 Doug. Slitherwing. Could be Scarfed, but it's not going to Oko me. I'll go for a Fire Blast here. We connect. This should get the KO on it. It does not. Wow, that's rough. U-turn. Well, it's dead on entry, which is cool. I'll take it. By the way, it's the first time I see Slitherwing in-game. Yellow Wolf comes in. What is that? The boy. Sword of Ruin. Okay. So, let's go to the Chien Pao. We're at, what, 112, 122. Chien Pao, if it is not Life Orb, it's Terrasilize. Crunch does to my, well, let's go back to my, what is this thing called? Oh my god, I'm blanking on the name of this Pokemon. Hydreigon. And we are Terrasilize. Crunch does 128 max if it's not Life Orb. We know it's Boots. We know it's Boots as well. So, this is a roll. What does more? Terra Blast? I'm going to go for the attack here. Let's go for the Terra Blast. So Terra Blast will do the most damage we can. I can go into Goldango after. I pressure it that way. Or I can just keep Goldango healthy and get a KO with Iron Valiant. Have Gardevoir come in. Because right now we have Slitherwing that's going to die to spikes. Punch. Only a few rolls KO me. Damn it, he got the roll. Unless he's adamant, which I doubt he's adamant. Getting that roll hurts. Oh, that sucks. That roll hurts. That roll really hurts. Because I can go into Iron Valiant now and try and break as much as possible, but the Gardevoir is going to survive. I have to do this. I think I lose this Pokemon. Because I lost my Breloom. I should have probably only gotten 2 spikes up. So boost energy for speed. So we can click our Moonblast here. If I'm him, I just swap out. Slitherwing Sack. Yeah. 42 Doug. That is the Slitherwing. Yeah. And now we're going to see Gardevoir come in. So I think I have to get a crit, basically. There's the Gardevoir. Okay. So, Gardevoir at -1 from the Moonblast. It's like, still kills me. Moonblast still kills me. Everything still kills me. is it worth it to keep this thing in? And just try and go for the attack. I think I just got to go for the crit. Right? Crits on both. I mean, Shadow Ball crit gets the KO unless it's like, again, I just got to go for the Shadow Ball here. If it's like casted, that's fine. It's not casted, it looks like. Can we get the KO? We cannot. Should we get the KO once? That is the crit. Oh my god, it's like AV. Yeah. We had a decision to make if we wanted to go physical or not. I think if I was physical there, I would have just won the game. Because I would have clicked Swords Dance. And it would have been game over. So I can go into this here. Click Make It Rain. I can go into this here. Does Earth Power 2 a KO? The Gastrodon. Gastrodon. Earth Power will do 37. If it's fully spit def, it's 29, so it is a 2 kill. I think I just gotta go Goldango here. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Okay. Trace is good as gold. I'll go for my Shadow Ball here. We'll get the KO on this. We're not going to get the KO, unfortunately, on the Chien Pao because it loses Ice typing. But yeah, if we still had Breloom in the back, it would have been fine. I think if, honestly, I just got damage off with Sandy Shocks, I would have been in a better position. That was my mistake. Cheshire comes in. Yeah, it doesn't matter here. I think I just go for my I want to make it rain by accident. That's not what I want to do, but it's okay. We die anyways. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a big loss here. 3-0. Honestly, how would I play this differently? I could have done other things, but I think that honestly the main issue is just Chien Pao outspeeding me is a big deal. And if I'd maybe done something more physical with my Iron Valiant, I would have been fine. The way this game played out is what it is. We're going to go for our Earth Power here. We should drop anything this thing wants to go for. Actually, no, we're not going to die, but it's going to hurt a lot. Yep. Okay, so we're going to lose 2-0, it looks like. Gastron's going to be able to survive. What are you going to do? I think I misplayed heavily against the Gastrodon, big time. And I think letting him get up these 3 layers of spikes was worse. I should have probably gone 2 layers swapped out freely and then get up a Spore on something. That would have likely been a bit better for me. So GG's. This Pokemon is crazy. Pokemon's absolutely bonkers. Yeah, Ice Spinner, 100% accurate. Rough. Rough way to end the game. Rough way to have our first Draft League battle for Sword and Shield. But it's okay. Honestly, the matchup for Iron Valiant was crazy. However, he had counterplay. Our matchup for Chien Pao, the matchup against us rather, was crazy as well. And we had no counterplay on our team. None at all. So it is what it is. I think I also misplayed heavily by taking damage on Garganacl. Could have definitely not done that. What are you going to do? GG's to Kurt. He got the win. If you guys enjoyed the video, then make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to comment your thoughts on it down below. How do you beat Chien Pao in competitive Pokemon? That was rough. That was rough. 2-0 loss to start is unfortunate. If you watch the Teambuilding, guys, make sure to comment the secret word of the day as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow.